guys, we took a 2-day trip to the Princess Islands. So what are the Princess Islands?
They are the islands that were used to exile princes or people of dignitaries, family of dignitaries, or dignitaries themselves if they did something they weren't supposed to.
Like last year or?
During the Byzantine Empire all the way through the Ottoman period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they exiled them there, some bad boys. They wouldn't, you can't really discipline them, so you send them to a tropical island to be punished. Sounds pretty sweet to me.
Most of the time they were forced to stay at monasteries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it was sort of punishment. But they're beautiful islands.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much of a punishment to be exiled there.
Well, considering that right after they stopped using them for exile, it was high society that went over there and started building their summer houses there.
Yeah, and they are some beautiful homes. Just humongous homes. So
Yeah.
many very large homes on the island, even the big island.
Mm-hmm.
So many large homes. There's some money out there. Okay, so we started off early in the morning here in Taksim area.
Mm-hmm.
We walked and got some breakfast at the little simmet shop, the simmet bakery. We had some tasty simmets and bagels and whatnot. What'd you get?
I got a bagel with cheese in it.
Oh, I'll try some. And that's my simmet. Chewy and delicious and toasty. How do you like your simmet? It's good stuff, huh? Yeah, one simmet just really doesn't do it. Once you eat one, you want to get like 3 more. And we walked all the way to the port. Mm-hmm. And we took the public ferry over to Yukata.
Yep.
Which is the largest of the Princess Islands. And Yukata means the big island.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And what was really awesome about taking the ferry there is it's like, what, $3? No, $1.50 per person per way. So it's $3 round trip to get to the Princess Islands. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's just public transportation. People use it every day to get to work.
And they're very nice ferries. Very nice, very smooth. It's just an overall good trip. And for $3 round trip, sold.
Yeah. Now, most people just do this as a day trip, as most people who do it are the locals. And a lot of them do it on the weekends. And it gets packed. So we did it during the week. And it was still really busy. That brings us to our Airbnb, which I accidentally booked us a historical house, which was awesome. Even though you only stay in the basement, which is still nice, but it was kind of odd.
So when was this built? Oh, it's beautiful. How old?
150 years old.
150 years old. Oh. Look at that ceiling.
Yeah. I love that chandelier.
Yeah. See how big these doorways are?
Yeah.
That's not common. And who owns the house?
Orthodox Church now.
The Orthodox Church, okay.
This is also original furniture. Has a secret room. A room in your house. But it does not have window or door. But you can get into this room from here. Come, you can see. You see?
Oh.
There is whole a room in your house. Probably they were using this room for hiding, for any attack.
Okay.
For
Interesting.
example, come in.
Yeah.
These are handmade. My friend prepares them for us.
Oh wow.
Yes.
These, they're gorgeous.
All of them are handmade.
Yeah.
Were those made on the island?
No,
Okay.
but in Istanbul.
Istanbul. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous out here. Look at that. Oh, hey, bro. It's pretty cool up here. Gorgeous. It's a beautiful island. Just a beautiful, beautiful island. So we checked into the Airbnb, and first up, we got, we only have 2 days. We got to get in, we got to get out. So we threw our luggage in the Airbnb, ran down the street panting, and we got ourselves some bicycles. Okay, didn't really happen like that. But we were still go, go, go. So we got ourselves some bicycles to bike around the island. And oh my goodness, is that a workout? Mm-hmm. We were so beat after this trip to the Princess Islands because we walked so much and we rode the bikes all around for hours. We got on the bikes and we just rode around for about 2 or 3 hours. But when you're going like straight uphill, obviously, and we haven't been on bikes in years?
Yeah, years.
Years we haven't been on bikes. So it was awesome, and the kids loved that. But it was it's a good way just to get out and get some exercise and really see the island.
Yeah, it was fun. And it's easy just to stop and take a look around and enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, and tons of little shops along the way to get snacks. And I have to say, driving around, on the bikes, you can really just see how clean Yukata is. It's a very clean island.
Now, after we finished getting around the entire island, we stopped back down at the main port and grabbed some lunch. It was just a quick bite, really. And then took the bikes back, went back to the Airbnb, got a few hours rest, and then we came back to the port to catch the bus to go out to Ayayorga.
Yeah, and they have these cool little taxi buses that circle the island, shuttle buses, taxi buses. They're all electric because there are no cars on the island. No one has personal vehicles, gas-powered vehicles. Everyone that has any kind of vehicle has like a golf cartish or small electric buggy, I guess you could say. to tour on the island. There are a couple gas vehicles, but they're more like official looking, and they look like they're owned by the government there or something like that. And the buses that you can take to jump on, there's a couple different lines, that do little circles around the island, and they all use your Istanbul card. So your Istanbul card, your Istanbul card that you use on the public transportation around Istanbul, you use it to get on the ferry, and you can use it around the island on these little buses. And that was awesome as well. They have it all integrated. I love it.
So we got the little bus and we went halfway down the island to Aya Yorgi Church. Now it doesn't take you all the way to the church because you still have to go up this high, steep hill that is something in itself, going up that hill.
That's a trek. It's like, it's like 40 million degrees. And anyway, we had kind of tired ourselves out from a few hours of riding bicycles, and now we're just trekking up this hill for 20-30 minutes or something.
Yeah. So it is said that there's been a church at the top of this hill since 800 AD and that it's been rebuilt a few times. The current church that was there was first built in 1791, I believe, and then the face of it, they refaced it in the 1900s.
It's in a beautiful spot, and people just go up there to chill and relax. There's a couple little restaurants up there. Very gorgeous area. So after visiting the church, we went all the way back down this hill. A lot easier going back down it. We met with some taxi drivers. There's some local taxi drivers that have like golf carts that'll take you around. They only fit like 2 people, so we had to get 2 of them. And you got to negotiate with these guys. They like to charge you a little too much money, so you got to haggle with them. But it's either that or walk, or if you had your bike, which we didn't at that time, or you have to wait for the bus, but the bus only takes a certain route. So we wanted to get on a taxi because we had got recommended a very nice restaurant from the guys over at Antakya Multifagi, our very favorite restaurant here in Istanbul. And it was a fantastic recommendation.
So the dinner that we had ended up being the most expensive meal that we have had here in Istanbul since we've been here.
Yeah, I think it's been the most expensive dinner we've had in like just months and months.
Maybe since Mexico City?
Yeah, as a family outing, I think it was. Now, we've gone on some special occasions and went to a nice steakhouse like in Kuala Lumpur, and we spent more money than that.
Yeah.
But this was for like a family kind of like general outing. It was like $120 US. And we did buy the most expensive fish that they offered called turbot, which was okay.
I liked it.
It was tasty, don't get me wrong. I just don't know that I like it more than, say, a fish that cost 1/3 the price. That's all.
Okay.
But it was but all the other, the mezes, all the other plates that they had.
Fantastic. Yes.
And they also had our most favorite baklava that we've had so far in Turkey.
It's making my mouth water.
And that's saying something. And we'll see, but we are getting ready to go do a class on making baklava. So that should be pretty interesting. Anybody try one of those, what are they, grape leaf things?
Uh-huh.
And what's in them?
Oh.
I have no idea what's in there, but it's really delicious. Yes. Yeah, it's really, really delicious. What is it?
I don't know. But it's good.
Bastian said that tzatziki was the best he ever tasted, huh? Can you give me some on a piece of bread? That'd be awesome. This is a really nice restaurant.
Yeah, it is.
Like a really nice. And it's going to be really expensive too. This might be like a $100 meal.
Corn doesn't have the same protein.
Is that a shredded napkin from the cat?
and part of it is just ripped off.
Really? There's a cat down there?
Yeah, he's right there.
The playful guy.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
Yep.
Looks like a feast and a half there. So this is called turbot.
Or turbo, I guess you could say.
Huh.
It's one of these guys, and he lays sideways on the ocean floor.
At the other place, it was called Turbo Fish.
Turbo?
At the place earlier today?
Yeah.
They called it turbo fish?
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, well, who's going to be the first to dig in? And where do you? I mean, so it's all fried, huh?
Yeah, it's sliced and fried.
Oh, he has not quite lemoned it up yet.
Sorry. I need another Coke. You need another Coke? Okay.
So what is this?
Just
Is this the head?
Yeah.
And it's got peppers coming out of it. Very nice presentation, huh?
Yeah.
I
I
bet
was
Sonny
actually
would like
really
to go there.
surprised that they changed that flat fish into this.
I know.
It's really hot. That's the verdict.
It looks like tuna. Or, what does it look like?
It's really good. Like it's not fishy.
Yeah. Is
Really?
it meaty?
Yeah, it's very meaty.
All right, B-man, dig in, bro.
What's the fish they have in fish and chips?
Oh, usually cod.
Okay, this tastes like cod.
Really?
Yeah.
This cod's like a super cheap fish, and this is like not. This is like really expensive.
I don't know where to start. Just pick a piece and start dissecting it.
It's a very mild fish. It's
Yeah.
very tasty.
Fashion says it's like soft chicken.
Well, does that mean it's good, Bastion, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next morning, we got up a little bit early, went to get a small breakfast.
Belli oldu. Başkanım kim var acaba?
Ben değilim yani ben ama Recep Büyük'te ben böyle bir şey olmadı bana ben iyiyim.
Ya başka kim?
Her kimse yani öyle geçmiş olsun.
Is it cold or hot?
Dedi ben değilim.
Allah herkese iyilik versin.
Amin.
Başkanım.
Ben Recep Büyük'ü dedim o zaman ben aslında
Pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sana biraz evvel buluyordum. Yok.
It's pretty tasty.
Sabahleyin oturuyorduk.
Evet Recep Bey. Recep Bey bir şey sorabilir miyim?
Recep bir şey soracağım.
Dur yanına git. Buradan ses gelmez oraya. Ahmet amca.
Surprised to serve this before the breakfast.
It's tasty.
It's really good, but it tastes like a dessert. I mean, it's a dessert.
Yeah.
Beraber gidelim.
Beraber gideriz bir gün diyor. Siz bilmezseniz orayı.
I can hear you complain.
Beraber gideriz.
Many people eat desserts for breakfast,
That's actually true. Donuts, cereal.
like waffles with chocolate.
Yeah.
Waffles with syrup?
Pancakes, French toast.
Yep.
All of it's dessert.
Pancakes is the less dessert-ish than because it has.
Waffles and pancakes are the exact same thing, Bash.
Oh, they're not.
I mean, not the exact same thing, but you know, they're dough, they're cooked, and you put butter and syrup on them. And I mean, what's the difference between eating a chocolate cake and chocolate chip pancakes? You know?
Hello.
Hello.
Al gel koş. Hadi. Baba. Hemen ekmeğini al gel.
Look at this combo.
Yep.
Canım benim. Okey. Sözünü yapma. Geliyor.
Afiyet olsun.
Wow. Some chunky breads, huh?
Yeah.
bread. We're gonna some little eggage. Put a mater on there. I'm talking about that.
But why would you want to put a tow truck on your sandwich or your breakfast or something?
Just a tow mater.
Yeah, he is a tow truck, and his name is Meter.
I gotta say, overall, I've had a really good time here on the Big Island, and I gotta say, it's extremely clean. There's a little bit of pocket of trash, like up in the woods area, I guess, where hardly anybody goes except for people that are just kind of exploring. But overall, the whole island has been so clean. I mean, just I can't remember the last time I've been on an island that's like been this devoid of litter. You know?
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
I wonder if they have somebody that comes by and picks up all the animal poo.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen a lot of animal poo either. All these animals are pooing off into the bushes or something. Anyway, just extremely beautiful island.
And then we caught the ferry over to Habilida. Once we got there, we caught the little buses around the island there. That was a bit of a trick. It took us a while to actually get on one.
Yeah, because we kept having to people were jumping on the buses.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, locals use them, tourists use them, and there's a, big demand. So you got to put your elbows out and just jump on the bus. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how long you're sitting there. It's like we kept getting overtaken because we were being polite. Mm-hmm. And, people kept just coming up and taking the bus. We're like, okay, forget this. So Amy, she ended up boxing with an older lady, which I didn't think was appropriate, but ended up getting us on the bus. So that was cool.
No, but I did jump on that bus, first person on, and made sure that we had a couple benches.
Yeah, and you can use the Istanbul cart with that, which is nice. And those were like $1 or $2 to go around per person, something like that.
I think it was 10 lira. It was over $1.
Okay, so yeah a little over $1, which is still totally worth it.
Mm-hmm. So we decided to jump off halfway in the loop, and there just ended up being a little church there. So we went over there and just sat down, relaxed, and enjoyed the view. It actually ended up being a church that had historical relevance on the island. So the monastery overlooks a main port that used to be the main port of the island that is now called Cam Harbor. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. But it used to be Santa Maria Port. Now the name of the monastery is Turkiyadenya Monastery. It means leaving the world behind.
So it was pretty fast-paced, couple intense days, and to end it off, we found ourselves some giant cements. And then we took the ferry back to Istanbul.
They were as big as Aiden's head.
They were. I got pictures to prove it. All right, well that's it. Next video, we're going to take you on a tour of the Bosphorus. We're going to take you to we're going to show you a little bit about how to make some baklava. We are going to take you to one of the most famous steak restaurants in Istanbul, and maybe have a little seafood meal. Till then, see ya.
Bye.